Welcome to the very first episode on the IGCSE Biology Edexcel series, and we're getting started with true basics, the characteristics of living organisms. Now, we've got this perfectly sound, handy mnemonic, and that is Mrs. Gren. So we're now going to label all the letters of Mrs. Gren. So the first one, as you can see here, you've got the running man here, and that's obviously referring to movement. Now, all animals and plants have this concept of movement. Us humans, we have movement governed by our muscles. So we have muscle contraction. That helps us drive the extension, flexion. I know there's a lot of PE students watching my video, so there's a reference. Also plants move, bend towards light, for instance, so that's an example. Now, the R here refers to respiration, and this sort of energy boost symbol here, the flash symbol, is in reference to respiration. And what respiration does, it releases energy. It releases energy, and the energy molecule, as you guys know, is called ATP. And all living organisms must undergo respiration. It's a very significant, important event for living organisms. Now, this is referring to sensitivity, the symbol. And as the symbol icon represents, touch is one of our senses, one of our, you can say, stimuli, something we respond to. So if this was a hot object, our response would mean we'd move over it. Like in a future video talking about reflex arcs, we have receptors in our skin and they respond to heat, and as a result, in a bunch of events, we move away from it. So sensitivity. Now, sensitivity is simply responding to different types of stimuli, and these stimuli might include heat, which I'm experiencing right now in this conservatory. I think it's going to be 34 later on today. Heat, pain. If I were a plant, I would respond to light. Our eyes actually respond to light as well. And that sensitivity, all living organisms must respond to some sort of stimuli or surroundings. Now, G over here is in reference to growth. So all living organisms must grow, and that is to increase in size. So as you can see, the cell here is going to double, and it doubles again, and that's in reference to mitosis, which is a key event the viewers would watch in a couple of videos time, or perhaps when you're in year 10 or year 11, depending on your school's sort of curriculum. So that's growth. So we've done one half, Mrs. Gr. Now we're going to do R. R referring to reproduction. Now, reproduction, put simply, is producing new offspring. And it could be sexual, as you can see here with the sperm cell fusing with the egg cell, undergoing this event of fertilization. It could be sexual, or it could be asexual. So two types of reproduction. Now, the kidneys and the bladder is in reference to E. E referring to the process of emitting and removing metabolic waste. Yes, exactly, excretion. Now, excretion is the removal of metabolic waste. Now, I'm going to ask the viewer, what do I mean by metabolism or anything that is metabolic? I'm asking you. Yes, you're completely correct. Metabolism is removing all that chemical waste, metabolism refers to chemicals. So in the event of excretion, removing chemical wasteful products, such as, for instance, in our lungs, we'd remove carbon dioxide. In the kidneys here, we could remove urea in the form of urine. Amazing. So that's excretion. Put simply, the removal of metabolic waste. Now, we have apples and this wheat symbol. This is in reference to nutrition. Now, I've made a video on nutrition a couple of weeks back. I'll send the link towards the end of the video. Depends on my editing time. Nutrition, put simply, is in the name, the intake of nutrients. So give me a nutrient, any example of nutrient. What nutrients found in steak and chicken and meat products? Exactly, protein. So the intake of protein has a significant effect on our bodily function. So it'll help with growth and repair. So nutrients play a role in growth and repair and other body functions. So that's Mrs. Gren. M for movement, R for respiration, S for sensitivity, growth, reproduction, excretion, and nutrition. And all living organisms must undergo these are key characteristics, key events. What do I have here? We want to block this era, the time where during 2020 and 2022, where we had this nasty pandemic, and it was caused by a virus. Now, viruses, they're regarded as being acellular. They're regarded as being acellular, and they're non-living. They actually refer to, viruses are referred to particles. They're not referred to cells. They're not referred to living organisms. Can you give me a reason why? Yes, you're right. They do not respire. They do not grow. They do not excrete. Essentially, it's just the reverse logic. In the previous slide, they don't follow those tenets, those laws of Mrs. Gren. They do not respire, they do not grow, and they do not excrete. So to encourage that critical thinking, there'll be an exam question on your end of unit exams. I can predict it. Why aren't viruses considered living, or why are they referred as acellular, or why are they referred as just particles? Okay, it's because they do not follow those characteristics. So quick matching exercise for you guys. You have less than 1 minute to complete this. So perhaps screenshot and then use your pen or stylus to answer the questions, or if you want to use a separate piece of paper to do the same. And I'm going to go through the answers in 3, 2, 1. I'm assuming you paused the video. Okay, let's go through the answers. So as you can see here, sensitivity is to respond to the surroundings. Respiration, any ideas what respiration was? The key word was energy. So it's going to be release of energy in cells. Amazing. Next one is excretion. Keyword was metabolism, metabolic waste, and it's the removal of metabolic waste. Reproduction is the production of new organisms or offspring. Growth is the increased number of cells and size. And then finally, nutrition is taking in food. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed this sort of taster. So IGCSE Edexcel Biology. There's going to be more videos. I don't know when this is going to be uploaded, but rest assured your GCSE Biology is in good hands. Anyways, please could you like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.